Alright, partners, we back. We got this update notification here. Normally, I would say it's a new update notification, but this time your boy is very late on this. I'm pretty much 24 hours late by this point, because this came out yesterday. I didn't even realize this was in here, because, of course, you log into the game and you just get bombarded with all this useless junk. I think Voting Gauntlet was the thing that was taking up the front page when I checked it yesterday, so I didn't even really scroll to see that this was in here, but, I mean, here it is. So, a day late, but better late than never. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next update information. So, Hall of Forms revivals are going to be coming up in the next batch. They talked about this in the Fate channel, but basically we're going to be getting a rerun of the TMS Hall of Forms, and just like how they do the Twitter campaigns to vote for which banners people want to get reran, they're going to do the same thing for Hall of Forms from now on, so that's definitely a nice change. Hall of Forms definitely has a lot better skills to get on your units now. So, for example, let's say you picked up Tsubasa the last time she was around. Back then, we did not have access to hold level 3, or just hold skills in general, which are the buffed up versions of the rain skills. So, you're going to be able to get some much better skills on these units now. Also, for Kyria, you could get, like, Kanto control and things like that. So, there's definitely some hidden gems in some of these previous Hall of Form batches. Like, Fallen Ike, for example, he was a Forma, and I think his refine could end up being really nuts. So, you may want to look into maybe picking up one of these older Forma Soul units if you have any Forma Souls. So, how it's going to work, let's see here. Okay, so you cannot carry over the levels of skills from Forma you developed last time the event was around. So it's a completely fresh start, which makes sense. And the Formas you make your allies cannot be used to inherit skills or be used for merges. However, as an exception to this, 2 of the same Forma units can be merged. So again, going with Tsubasa, if you picked her up last time, you'd be able to merge her into a new Forma that you might take this time. So definitely nice that they allowed us to at least merge the Formas together, but I feel like by this point in the game, we should be able to just use Forma units for skill inheritance anyway, because they already did the rearmed hero thing, and that seems like a band-aid fix, I guess you could say, to how bad skill inheritance is right now. So, can you imagine how much better Forma Souls would be if you could use them for skill fodder? Like, if you just wanted to, I don't know, build up Kyria, not because you want to use her, but just get skills on her to sacrifice. So, maybe you get Special Spiral, maybe you get Close Reversal, maybe you get Kanto Control, and you just want to give those skills to one of your better units in your barracks. I think that would be a much-needed upgrade to the Forma Souls. Hey, they might actually sell some of those Forma Soul packs in the Orb Shop if they did that. So, it seems like a no-brainer for them to just make a little bit more money. Okay, we're also getting a update to this mode here, Binding Worlds. I didn't really have a problem with this mode. It was actually fun for what it was. The only issue is that it's way too easy. You're picking up friend units that have really decked up skills and just really powerful units in general, and you're fighting a bunch of mooks in the tower, so yeah, it's really one-sided. You just beat the hell out of them. But it is a fun mode, I guess. So what are the differences going to be this time? So they're going to add a hero record screen where you can see which characters you made friends with in this mode, and you can possibly send friend requests to them on that same screen. That's definitely a good update, I guess, but doesn't really change much, I don't think. Okay, it'll also be easier for friends heroes to appear as candidates for swapping. So if you got a stacked friends list, that's definitely going to help you go through the tower even faster. And then the heroes you swap with will always have their original skills equipped. Okay, that kind of makes a little bit of a difference. Because last time I climbed straight to the top, I had a level 40 Summer Edelgard, she had Gale Force and Heavy Blade. So it was easy for me to just clean sweep teams just with her. So I don't think she comes with Gale Force by default, so now she's going to come with whatever her regular base kit is. So that does add up the difficulty a little bit, but nowadays the base kits on the new units are just so stupid. I don't really imagine that being much of a problem. And we're also getting 3 more enclosures added, 26, 27, and 28. So hopefully there's going to be a challenge up there. And the next Binding Worlds is going to drop on the 12th of this month. All right, we're getting an update to Summoner Duels. Special Weekend Favor bonus will be available for Favor battles. They announced this already in the Fate channel, so I'm not going to talk too much in depth about this. But basically, you're going to be adding an extra 10 points of Favor per win or even per loss as long as you score 1 or more points in the fight. So Weekend Favors farming might be the way to go if you're trying to rank up in Favor. Alright, the Favor level bonus is available for 3 days from Friday to Monday. So yeah, basically just play on the weekends is what they want you to do. And your Favor level can only increase by up to 20 from a single battle normally, but during this bonus period, you can raise it by 30 per fight. So that's definitely better. Alright, you can also do level 40 no support as a custom Favor rule. No support is pretty messed up because there are units that benefit from having support, like Raphael, for example. He gives the -1 special trigger to his support ally, and Valoria, too. I think Valoria gets hurt by that the worst, because that's pretty much the whole point of using her at all, is to have her with the support. Okay, well, if you get disconnected or surrendered, your Favor level will increase by the max value. Yeah, whatever. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to cover everything completely in depth. Okay, we're getting a new Captain Seal, though. So, Might of Myriads grants all stats up 6 to the Captain during combat, excluding when units save skill triggers, and Captain can counterattack regardless of foe's range. Oh, that's a pretty interesting one. You get all stats up 6, and then either distant counter or close counter. Yeah, that's not a bad Captain Seal, honestly. Definitely going to be a lot of units that can make good use of that. For example, what's-his-face? Medeus is definitely going to be one of those units that makes good use of that. Alright, the new Captain skill will be available in the next season starting on the 11th. Alright, that's pretty much all there is about that. Then we're getting new Memento Events again, so more shenanigans will ensue. Okay, here are the next set of ephemera codes we're getting. So we have the Halloween Digensia, and then we have Halloween Dozla. I can't remember if Dozla had any good skills in particular. I believe his dagger is just Fury 3 built into a dagger. I think he has Armor March and Wary Fighter, but I can't remember what his other passive was. And then Digensia actually has a really good weapon for inheriting on breath units. So that's definitely good that you're going to be able to get him as a combat manual there. But I don't remember his passives either. It's been a while, so yeah, definitely some good-looking manuals, though, from the 5 stars. Then we have Oscar, we have Basilio, Setsuna, the Baby Boyd, and then we have Violin for our 4-star manuals there. And Boyd is going to be our Tempest Trial Prize manual this time. He's a pretty good merge project. His weapon is astounding on, I think it's on odd number turns where he gets like 15 attack and 10 speed or something. And then on the even number turns, he gets like +5 to both or something. I don't even remember exactly how it worked, but from my knowledge, he is actually quite good. So definitely a good manual to get there. All right, and this is going to be our next batch of refined units. So we have the Summer Lynn. She's right there in front, and we just recently had her as a form of soul, so all those guys that picked her up and decked her out with good stuff, I'm sure you're probably waiting anxiously to see what kind of refine they're going to give her. She seems like a unit that could benefit from a refine quite a bit, because she does have effective against armor, and I think she gets a bunch of stats also. So if they gave her some more effects, I think that would be definitely what she needs to work a lot better. Then we have Fallen Delphia, and we have Fallen Tiki there. I think Fallen Delphia was a free-to-play unit, right? I think she's a Grand Hero Battle. So her getting a refine could be good, depending on how good they make it. We've been seeing pretty good stuff lately from these Grand Hero Battles, so I think we can be hopeful that this Delphia will get the goods. And then we have Yarn and Lethe as the 2 beast units. So both of them are Cavalry Beast types, so unfortunately, I don't believe they've changed the Cavalry Beast transformation effects. The only beast type that got changed was the infantry ones. They picked up tempo and a couple of other changes. So, unfortunate for the cavalry ones, but they already inflict impact and they get some stat bonuses as well. So, they're definitely in a good spot already. Okay, then we have this new update for Aether Raids, which I think this is going to apply mainly to Chaos Season, where you're going to have this new thing in the menu screen that shows you if you've gotten a KO with a bonus unit or not. It is kind of tough to keep track of all that while you're doing the fight and while you're paying attention to all the other things. So, a nice little reminder there. If maybe you hop in to just take a turn count check, and then it tells you haven't gotten a KO with a bonus yet, then it's just a nice little heads up to let you know you have to. Alright, we're getting some structure upgrades as well. Panic Manor up to level 10, and then Aether Resorts is getting some new songs. So, the Mind of Izuka, and then we're getting Leon from Sacred Stones. Mind of Izuka, that one rings a bell, actually, for the first time. Like, one of these songs, I do think I know that one by name, because I am a big Radiant Dawn stan. Alright, then our next Heroic Grail units that are going to be added are Rickard and Geralt. Geralt, Big Daddy, finally being added there. I think I might try to plus 10 him on the spot, actually, if I have enough Heroic Grails. He is one of the best free-to-play merges you can go for. His weapon with that debuff and inflicting panic is so goddamn strong, man. Geralt is going to be a really good one to take, so definitely good stuff there. Alright, we're getting a new search feature by the looks of this. So you can, I think you can search for a skill name and it's going to show up on the roster of characters that you have. So, interesting. It says you can combine the skill name filter with the skill type filter to narrow down the results to those of the desired weapon types. Okay. Alright, not really a huge change, but a little quality of life thing there. Alright, link to Fire Emblem Heroes Ride video featuring Lif will be added to the past episodes button. Okay. Alright, the illustration for Pale Flower Nino has been adjusted. Alright, can you spot the difference? Dude, every single time they do this, I feel like they're trolling us. It's like, they're the exact same picture, man. Whatever they possibly changed here could not have been that big of a deal, right? So, I don't know. I feel like I'm always being trolled by these, but if you guys can spot the difference... Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I accidentally just hit the cord there, so forgive the technical difficulties. Let's just go ahead and get the screen back. Okay, yeah, so if you guys can spot the difference, let me know, but that pretty much covers everything in this update. Sorry it's a little bit late, but your boy was busy playing some Sunbreak. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of the refines. Which one of these units are you looking forward to the most? And this is your boy Tacho signing out. So take care, fellas. And I'll catch y'all again on the flip side.